Howdy, friends. Here's our next piece. When Jesus saw the crowds, he went up to the mountain, and after he sat down, his disciples came to him. And then he began to speak and taught them, saying, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God." So I think a lot of times when we think of peacemakers in particular, we might think of peacekeeping groups like the UN and the Blue Helmets. We might think of sets of people who advocate for the absence of war. But peace and being a peacemaker is not just about saying war shouldn't happen. That's not all it is. It's a good start. It's a good start. While sometimes, as Bonhoeffer would have said, that wars become a necessary evil in order to stop something horrible, in general, wars don't do most people a lot of good. The only people who do well in war, in general, are the people who make the weapons, right? Being a peacemaker is way more than just saying, I'm against war. Being a peacemaker is also how you are. Are you a peacemaker in the small sense of your life? I have a feeling that some of you out there are like me in the sense that sometimes getting in an argument over something can be fun. Not as in I enjoy fighting with people, that's not what I'm saying, but debating, arguing can be fun. It can be something exciting. And sometimes in the midst of those well-intentioned arguments about ideas or theologies and things like this, you can take a shot below the belt, shall we say, and go in a route that does not bring peace, that brings strife and pain to people because you're trying to win. Peacemaking is part of that process as well, where instead of trying to bludgeon someone else to see like you, it's to recognize that we don't all have to agree on some things. Peacemaking is about how you go about your relationships. Are you in your relationships doing things to foster peace, to foster well-being for others, to take care of the other people so that there's not a terrible competition both for your time and attention over everything else, for your resources, for your love, whatnot? How are you a peacemaker in your daily life? Yelling at a passing driver? Probably not peacemaking. Going around punching things because you're frustrated? Probably not peacemaking. Letting everything go every single time it frustrates you? Probably not peacemaking. There's this fine line and a balance of living a life of peace, which also requires you to confront the difficult things in your life. You can't be at peace if your relationships are all sorts of strained. You can't be at peace if you're just perennially frustrated and angry about things and you do nothing about it. Being at peace is a lot of work, and being a peacemaker is difficult. Now, we are all children of God by virtue of God creating us. Like in Psalm 139, it says that we were fearfully and wonderfully made, and that God has known us since we were knit together in our mother's womb. Things like this. We are children of God by virtue of that. But to be true children of God, to be the ones who are the hands and feet of the living Christ, the ones who do the work of God in this world, we're required to not just have an absence of war, but to actively cultivate peace, to actively cultivate prosperity for all of God's children everywhere. So if you're looking for some peacemakers, I will attach today a little thing of some very famous peacemakers in history that you might look to see about how they led their life. And I think you'll find in general that not one of them were these docile, I just don't want to fight about things kind of folks. So keep working toward peace. We'll see y'all soon.